go, 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 shorty. You know it's your birthday. Go, 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 shorty. You know it's your birthday. Go, 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 shorty. You know it's your birthday. Go, 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 shorty. You know it's your birthday.
Hey guys, I am back with another video, and this one is slightly different. I don't want you guys to feel like I'm kind of like preaching at you or like telling you what to do, because that's boring, right? I want it to be like real, so I'm just really sharing things that I have learned throughout my teenage years as I turn 20 today. Things that I've learned that have helped me really get to this point in life where I am, and things that, you know, I feel would be helpful for somebody who is going through their teenage years to hear as well, and to kind of help them, you know, steer their life in the right direction and maybe get ahead of their peers as well. Now this video, basically the concept is that I'm sharing my knowledge and my experience of my teenage years, and I'm not going to say that I know everything that there is to know, because like I'm only 20, of course I don't know everything, but I know what I've learned, and knowledge is power. So I'm here to share my knowledge with you and to empower you all. Do you know, if it can help at least one person out there, I am happy, because, you know, that's one life changed, and that's amazing to me. So hopefully this video does help someone out there, my younger viewers, even if you're not younger. I want you guys to live your best life and enter your 20s on a winning vibe. So let's get it. Okay, so number one, be bold. Do not limit yourself, and challenge yourself as well. That's like 3 in 1, but these are so important, especially as a teenager. Like, you're young, you're not getting any younger. Can I just say, this is not to make anyone feel bad, but to motivate you guys. There are 6-year-olds who are millionaires out here due to their innovative ideas. That's what I'm trying to say, due to their innovative ideas. So you sitting there at 13, 14, 15 can't sit there and say, oh, you know what, I'm still only at this age, let me just wait till I'm 16 because that's the age that, you know. No. At this point, I just want to use myself as an example. So this time last year, in regards to my YouTube channel, so when I sat down and I realized that all the YouTubers I watched were kind of older than me and had graduated and were kind of doing YouTube as a, you know, a thing aside from work, I thought to myself, I'm too young to be, you know, to have a successful YouTube channel. Like, I'm still a student. How am I even gonna get time to do that? That's for people who, you know, have finished uni and are getting their lives in order and they do YouTube on the side. First of all, that's not even true. And I shared this with my friends and they got me in check. They were like, listen, Jan, if you want to do it, you start now. It's about the passion. It's not about the age. It's about how much you want it. Do it if you want it. So that motivated me to start. So I want to motivate you guys today. There is always something you can do. There's always steps that you can be taking to build yourself, to invest in your future, whether that's people you need to meet. Make sure you're meeting them. Make sure that, you know, you are getting the experience you need for your passion in the future. And I know, like, teenage years is a time when you're still trying to find yourself. You still don't really know who you are. You still don't kind of know what you want to do. But take the time to build yourself. Also, the Bible says, do not let people despise you because of your youth, okay? Don't let anyone, you know, put you down, tell you you're too young to do something. I mean, obviously with certain things there is age limits, but then at any age there's always something that you can be doing to get yourself out there. Do you know what I mean? Comment below if you need any clarification or if you have any questions on this point. Number 2, stay in touch with your culture, okay? I can't even stress this enough. By the time you get to, like, okay, so my age, and you haven't really been in touch with your culture, like let's say you're not from England but your family are from another part of the world and you don't really know much about that part of the world, it kind of starts to catch up with you, or to, yeah, definitely catch up with you in a sense, because that's your identity, right? So I would say as you're growing up, childhood and teenage years, try your best to know about your heritage, where you're from. Try to visit the country if you can, because it helps you to know who you are, and learning the language is really good as well. I'm blessed to know my mother tongue, or the language of my parents, but not many people get the opportunity. And when you get to like your 20s and stuff, when you're not that in touch with your culture, well, from what I've seen from my friends, you'll kind of regret it. So in your teenage years, try as hard as you can to like learn your language at home, to visit your country, and to just learn about your culture. Number 3, guys, please learn a language. Like, not even just like your mother tongue, but like you see like these modern foreign languages, so like French, Spanish, German, maybe Chinese, Arabic, like these main languages that are used across the world apart from English. If your school offers it to you at GCSE and you have the option whether to take it or not, please take it, because do you know what, yeah, languages is just one of them things, like it gives you an extra edge for like when you're older, when you're applying for jobs and stuff. It makes you more employable, and it makes you able to like communicate with a wider range of people. Like employers always like people who can speak more than one language, first of all. Second of all, as hard as they are to learn, okay, I know languages are hard to learn, but I feel like learning languages has helped me improve my English. Okay, the reason I say that is because when you learn a language, you have to break it down to the very basics. You have to look at pronouns and, you know, sentence, conjugations, and all these things where it's like when you're learning English as your first language, you just don't really think about. But when you're learning another language, like you kind of get to see you know, maybe how some foreign people struggle to learn English itself, because English is actually a hard language we don't appreciate. So if you can speak English, learning other languages is actually kind of easier. Actually, I'm not even gonna say that, because Arabic and Chinese are a bit mad with that different alphabet. But I do urge you, because like, you know them ones, yeah, when like you're in public and you hear someone speaking another language and you're just like, oh, like I wish I could understand what they're saying, or like wish I could like join in the conversation, or you know, like if you meet someone who can speak another language, it's just so cool, like when you know another language, to be able to use it. I feel like it just adds more to you as a person, being able to say, oh, and by the way, I can speak Spanish. Well, okay, you know what I'm saying, it adds something, like an extra edge to you. So learn a language where you can. By the way, I did A-level French and I'm still out here struggling with my French, trying to learn it. Like, that's how much I value languages. So that's one piece of advice I'll definitely give you as a teenager. Watch films, listen to the music. I've mentioned this in a previous video, but that's what I'm doing to kind of improve my French, and it helps. Number 4 is don't rush into anything, whether that be relationships, and also like peer pressure as well, because I feel like in your teenage years is when like people, they start trying new things and exploring things that probably your parents told you not to do. And the problem with it is because everyone is doing it, like people kind of get swayed into the motion of doing things. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to mention things in particular, just in case people think that I'm judging or whatever. I'm not here to judge anyone, but what I'm here to tell you is that if you find that you're in a group of friends or around people that are doing things you don't feel comfortable getting involved in, or jumping on that bandwagon, don't feel forced or pressured to do anything. Stay true to yourself. Yeah, listen to them voices inside your head and don't just follow everyone because everyone is doing it, because at the end of the day, when you make mistakes and when you're feeling guilty about it, who is gonna be there? Do you know what I mean? Those feelings are gonna haunt you within. They're gonna come from within yourself when you're, you know, alone. That's when you're gonna be feeling these things. Number 5, be careful who you call your friends. You know what, your teenage years are such a long time frame. So from 19, babes, can you count? From 13 to 19, that's 7 years of your life, right? You're gonna meet so many people, but it's not just anyone who you need to, you know, open up to and make yourself vulnerable to and call your friend. Not everyone that says they're your friend is generally there for you. I feel like if you're a Christian, it's very important to pray for the spirit of discernment, so God can show you who in your life is for you and who in your life is, you know, disguising themselves to be for you but is not really for you. I was having this conversation with my friend earlier, and she was saying that I should tell you guys to trust no one. As extreme as that is, just be really wary with the people you have around you. It can be like your closest of people in your circle who you thought were your friends that are actually gonna do you the worst and stab you in your back. So when that does happen, if it does happen, let me not even wish it upon anyone. So if it does happen, kind of like, you know, just thank God for exposing their true colors and just move on. Don't be afraid to let people go, because, you know, that's the circle of life. People come and people go. People come into your life for a reason. Some people come into your life just for a season, even though you thought they were gonna stay for, you know, for a lifetime, but that wasn't God's plan. So, you know, God's plan. And make sure, guys, oh my gosh, this is important, right? Make sure people that are close to you and you hold dear to your heart, that you're always checking up on them. Okay, not always, but make sure you do check up on them. Make sure they're okay, because as much as like you rant to them and you tell them your problems and they give you advice and you appreciate them and stuff, you need to make sure that you're there for them in the same way. Because personally, I have lost a friend to suicide. And it's a kind of thing where this actually happened just a few months ago. Rest in peace, Ashraf. But it's a kind of thing where it's like you question yourself, like, was I a bad friend? Like, was I not, like, you just feel bad because it's like you feel like he wasn't there enough for them, you weren't checking up enough on them. But I feel like I maybe didn't involve myself enough to him to be able to tell me like all his problems, and for me to be able to advise him accordingly. Maybe he would still be here today. So it's one of them things where it's like you don't want to be left in a state of regret, guys. Like, make sure you're checking up on your friends, making sure they're okay, and you know, they're not at that tipping edge, because you know, life gets like that. Mental health is real. Life is a really crazy thing, and sometimes it can really get to your head and it can just get too much. Like, especially like when you moved out for uni, you're living without your parents now, it's a whole change of scenery, you're dealing with life all by yourself and you've got no one there. Do you know what I mean? Especially, oh my gosh, you see, first year, boxed up in that room by yourself, you have a lot of time to deep life. And what really is the meaning of life? Is life worth living? But aside from that, yeah, I was on Twitter, right, scrolling through Twitter as you do, and this girl, she made a tweet where she said after GCSEs, or in whatever country you're in, that could be like O levels or post 16, life just hits you at 100 miles an hour. I feel like that's so true. So I guess what I'm trying to say is check up on your close ones, guys. Mental health is a real thing. Depression is a real thing. Suicide is a real thing. Thoughts and problems can really get on top of you. So if you feel like you out there are suffering with something, please do not suffer alone. Reach out to somebody. There is a solution to every problem. As blocked off as, you know, the route may seem, or you may seem like you've come to a dead end in a certain area, there is always a solution. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel. So please don't suffer alone. Reach out to someone who you know you can trust, someone who you know is, you know, who can advise you and really help you. Number 6, I think this is going to be the final one. So this one might be an unpopular opinion. Don't at me, guys, don't shoot me. But number 6 is listen to your parents. Okay, so hear me out, yeah? So your parents, even though sometimes it may feel like they are kind of over the top when they're lecturing you, like they're exaggerating things, like they're just not seeing things from your point of view, but more time, yeah, the way they see things is ahead of the way that you're seeing things, because they've been in your position. They know what you're going through, and they know the right way to deal with it and the wrong way to deal with it, and they know, you know, the stage of life that you're in, what the right decisions are to make and the wrong decisions are to make. So sometimes, even though we may not agree with like what they tell us and the things we hear from them, I think it's very important to take what they say into consideration and to kind of help it shape the decisions you make. And also, this is an important one, you see, like when you have friends and then like your parent will tell you, I don't like that friend of yours. More times there's a reason why they're saying that, because yeah, parents have like this instinct, like they just know which of your friends, it's crazy. Like at first I didn't believe it either, but I learned it by experience, by just living through it. So I'm sharing it with you guys just in case you've experienced something similar and you're just like, mum doesn't know anything, whatever, dad, I'm not listening. Which I was kind of like when I was at that stage. But now looking back, like parents, they know what kind of a person is going to be good for you, like to lead you in the right path, and which kind of a person is going to lead you down the wrong path, which kind of a person is beneficial to your life and who isn't. So when they do criticize your friends, if they say they like your friend, great. If they say they don't, but that's like a really close friend, so you take it, you know, is this the right phrase, take it with a pinch of salt. Like listen, no, just listen to them. So that's all for today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope most importantly that you've gained something from it, because as I said earlier, knowledge is power. So I hope you guys have soaked in everything that I've said, and that you've taken it in with an open mind. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe, like, comment below whether you found this useful, whether you'd like to see more videos like this, because I can definitely do that for you guys if that's what you want. You just gotta let me know that that's what you want, you know. And also, guys, yeah, like, comment, subscribe, share it. Oh, share this, guys, share this with every teenager that you know, because I feel like every teenager should hear this message. But also, this message is not just for teenagers, actually. Like, it can be for anyone out there who needs, you know, some kind of encouragement, motivation, direction in life, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, share the video, guys, show support, spread some love, and have a lovely rest of your day or night, whatever time you're watching this. Don't forget, guys, work hard, have fun, and make history. That's the motto. See ya.